Elif Shafak was born on October 25, 1971, in Strasbourg, France. She is of Turkish descent, with her parents originating from Turkey. Her father Nuri Bilgin was a philosopher, and her mother Shafak Yaman became a diplomat. After her parents separated, Shafak returned to Ankara, Turkey, where she was raised by her mother and maternal grandmother. Shafak spent her teenage years in Madrid, Jordan, and Germany. Her multicultural background and upbringing would later influence her writing. Elif Shafak completed her undergraduate studies in international relations at Middle East Technical University and earned a master's degree in women's studies. She holds a PhD in political science and taught at Turkish universities. Afterward, she moved to the United States, where she served as a fellow at Mount Holyoke College, a visiting professor at the University of Michigan, and a tenured professor at the University of Arizona, specializing in Near Eastern studies. In the UK, she held the Weidenfeld Visiting Professorship in Comparative European Literature at St Anne's College, University of Oxford, during the 2017 to 2018 academic year, and remains an honorary fellow. Shafak worked as a reporter and an academic during her early career. She began writing at a young age, contributing to several Turkish newspapers. Elif Shafak published 19 books, 12 of which are novels. Her writings include essays, fiction, non-fiction, children's book, short story and an autobiography. Shafak wrote her first novel Pinhan, the Mystic, in 1997. It is a novel rich in philosophy and culture. She wrote her second novel, Shireen, Aynaları, The Mirrors of the City, in 1999. The novel brings together Jewish and Islamic mysticism against a historical setting in the 17th century Mediterranean. She wrote her third novel Mariam, The Gaze, in 2000. It explores the subject of body image and desirability. Her next novel, Beat Palace, The Flea Palace, came out in 2002. It revolves around the theme of necessity for equal rights and opportunities for people of various religious, racial, and cultural backgrounds. Shafak released her first novel in English, The Saint of Incipient Insanities, Arav, in 2004. It is a vibrant exploration of love, friendship, culture, and belonging. Her second novel in English, The Bastard of Istanbul, Baba Peach, came out in 2006. It addresses the Armenian genocide, which is denied by the Turkish government. Shafak was prosecuted in July 2006 on charges of insulting the Turkish nation for discussing the genocide in the novel. Shafak's next novel, The 40 Rules of Love, Aşk in Turkish, was released in 2009. The central theme of the novel is Sufism and preaching the religion of love. In 2012, her novel Honor, İskender, was released, which focuses on honor killing. The Architect's Apprentice, Ustam Baban, is a historical fiction novel released in 2014. It is a historical fiction novel by Elif Shafak, set in the 16th century, Ottoman Empire. Three Daughters of Eve, Havanun, Uch Kuzu, was published in 2016. It focuses on the meaning of God in one's life and how different circumstances shape our lives. Following Margaret Atwood, David Mitchell, and Sion, Shafak was selected as the 2017 writer for the Future Library Project. Her work, The Last Taboo, is the third part of a collection of 100 literary works that will not be published until 2114. Shafak's 2019 novel, 10 minutes, 38 seconds, In This Strange World, Ondachicha, Otisechis, Saniye, covers the topic of sex workers and trafficking. Her latest releases, The Island of Missing Trees, that came out in 2021. It's her 12th novel, and include plenty of difficult themes, including war, murder, homophobia, immigration, addiction, mental illness, suicide, and more. Following the birth of her daughter, in 2006, she suffered from postnatal depression, an experience she addressed in her first autobiographical book, Black Milk. In this book, Shafak explored the beauties and difficulties of being a writer and a mother. Shafak's non-fiction essays in Turkish have been collected in 4 books: Mecazid, Firarperest, Shams Pare, and Sanmachi, Yalnusun. In 2020, Shafak published How to Stay Sane in an Age of Division. Shafak has written for various newspapers and magazines including Time, The Guardian, La Repubblica, The New Yorker, The New York Times, Der Spiegel, and New Statesman. She has made appearances as a panelist or commentator on renowned international networks like BBC World, Euronews, and Al Jazeera English. Additionally, in July 2017, she was featured as a guest on BBC Radio 4's Desert Island Discs. Shafak has also delivered talks as a TED Global speaker on 3 separate occasions. Istanbul has been prominent in Shafak's writing. She depicts the city as a melting pot of different cultures and various contradictions. Shafak blends Eastern and Western ways of storytelling. Mysticism, and specifically Sufism, has also been a theme in her work. Shafak's writing has addressed numerous feminist issues and the role of women in society. She also explored human rights issues, including persecution of Yazidis, the Armenian genocide, and the treatment of various minorities in Turkey. Shafak's ability to write in both Turkish and English has broadened her global readership. She is one of the most widely read and translated female authors in Turkey. She is a best-selling author in many countries around the world, and her work has been translated into 56 languages. Elif Shafak's contributions to literature have earned her numerous awards and honors. She has received recognition from institutions around the world for her impact on contemporary literature. She's been listed in BBC's 100 Most Inspiring and Influential Women in 2021, and many other awards for her literature and humanitarian efforts. Elif Shafak added her mother's first name, Turkish Firdon, to her own when constructing her pen name at the age of 18. Shafak is married to the Turkish journalist Eyüp Cansaluk, with whom she has a daughter and a son.